We're here with Shrimps player, with James. A 4-2 home defeat, Jim. Quite hard to take, but I think it's been one of them days at the office. I think they're probably the better side one on the day. But chances galore, more goals. So walk me through it.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was one of them days. Wasn't in the script. Didn't expect it. But we got what we deserved, and that was nothing. We were terrible at times. You know, we played some good stuff at times. I think if you split the game down into parts, first 30 minutes, we created decent chances. You know, the keepers pulled off a great save from Big Kev. That was a great move. One or two other little bits, but they had a spell of a couple of corners on the spin, and we looked a little bit jittery, and it kept going out for the corner, and we seemed to be clinging on. And then when we did clear it into an area, it got whipped back in, and then we were caught ball watching, you know, when their lads Gamble got in and put the ball in the back of the net. So once we went 1-0 down, it just seemed like we wobbled a little bit, which, you know, you've got an hour to go in the game. You score on 31 minutes, you've got an hour to play, and it's been proven. We've come back many a times. That's football, that's the nature, but we just seemed to have a wobble. And then once we started getting back up into gear a little bit, you know, we lose the ball in a silly area and we broke on, which to the good side on the counter attack, and a mistake on the edge of the box has cost us. You know, we're 2-0 down, so we come in at half time. I wasn't all guns blazing, and you know, we had played some good stuff. Probably overall didn't deserve to be 2-0 down at the time, but that's what you get if you make mistakes, or you don't mark people in the box and think, or you don't take your chances. So it was what it was at the time, and I think second half, when you come out after your half-time talk and where we can hurt them and what we need to do better, and there was areas that we needed to improve massively. But you know, fantastic free kick into the box. No one's put their head on it. Everyone's missed it. It's sickled in the bottom corner. Those things can happen. And then once that happened, that was when, you know, there's a test of character then, and you're looking like, come on then, let's see what we're all about. Where we've had it all our own way recently, where we've been 5 unbeaten and we've scored 15 goals and everyone's given us the pat in the backs. That's a time then when you're 3-0 down to go, right, who's gonna roll the sleeves up now? And I think one or two players kept going in the way that they always do with regards to their endeavour and work rate and desire, but I think one or two massively dipped, and you only need to dip 1 or 2% at any level, certainly at our level, against a good side like Northampton, and you can get hurt, and that's what happened. We could have conceded 7 or 8, but there's players in there that have been, you know, tried and tested, consistent, playing well. You know, I'm not going to single anyone out because that's between me and the individual players, but I think too many today, never mind just dipped a little bit, but dipped massively below par. And if you do have that, you can spread amongst the side. And I thought, you know, like you said, chances galore, but they had the majority of them, and they could have easily had the game wrapped up. Again, you're 3-1 down, and you're thinking, come on, let's have a go. The 4th goal's absolutely killed us. Took the wind out of our sails again when there's plenty of time on the clock to get back into it at 3-1. Once Tom's put the ball in from a corner. But even when you get to 4-2, there's still 4 minutes on the clock plus 4 or 5 minutes injury time. You know, but there just seems to be a lack of it. Everyone's seen, I'm not just saying the players, the crowd as well. You know, there was something going on behind the home end, and all eyes were on that, and you know, it just seemed like everyone had gone, it's not going to be our day. And well, I wanted a little bit more of the sleeves rolling up, and you know, when you're down on the floor, you get yourself up and you keep going. You know, Kenny says it in there, he said it before, there's always something to play for. Tom Barkhausen's come off today, he scored a goal, great, goes on his tally when you look back over the end of the season. You know, there's always something to play for, but it was in the manner that we got beat was the most disappointing thing. But as I say, we've got key players who, 1 or 2 dipped a little bit below par, 1 or 2 were as steady as they always are, and 1 or 2 went quite a bit below par. And as I say, if you do have that, you know, maybe you can carry 1 or 2, but you can't carry 4 or 5 on a day like today against a good side. And as I say, we could have conceded a lot more goals today, but we could have scored a lot more as well. But that's the nature of the game. They took the chances more than what we did. It's been a terrible day at the office for us, but I keep saying, when we're winning, you know, never to be too high, and when we lose, yeah, I'm gutted tonight. There's no one's going to be more down than me, but I know tomorrow's another day, and all work will be on next weekend. Now we've got to make sure that we pick the bones out of this with regards to, you know, the lads know. You can see their attitude in there with regards to how they feel. You know, they don't want to lose games of football. They've had it all their own way recently with regards to where we are and the results that we've had, which is fantastic. That's football, but you are going to have ups and downs. Today's a massive down for us, but we've got to pick ourselves up and go again next week, because if you do feel sorry for yourself and anything, you know, you'll get spanked again, and that's what's happened today. But we're going to make sure that we do better, have a good week and go again next week.